Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a very little and incredibly cute girl named Lily. Lily was just 5 years old, with bright eyes that sparkled like stars, and she lived with her loving parents in a cozy cottage nestled at the edge of a vast jungle. One sunny morning, Lily's parents decided to take her on an adventure into the heart of the jungle. Excited beyond measure, Lily skipped along the winding path, holding tightly onto her parents' hands. They marveled at the beauty of the lush green trees, the melodious chirping of birds, and the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. As they ventured deeper into the jungle, they stumbled upon a hidden path that seemed to lead to an unknown destination. Intrigued by the mystery, Lily's parents decided to follow the path, unaware of the dangers that lay ahead. They walked for what seemed like hours until they reached a small clearing where a quaint, beautiful cottage stood amidst a bed of colorful flowers. "Look, Mama, Papa, isn't it pretty?" exclaimed Lily, her eyes wide with wonder. Her parents smiled, admiring the beauty of the cottage. Little did they know that this cottage belonged to a tiny little fairy named Alara, who was known for her kindness and generosity towards those in need. As Lily and her parents approached the cottage, they suddenly heard a soft voice coming from inside. "Welcome, weary travelers. Come inside and rest your tired feet," said the voice. Curious, they entered the cottage and were greeted by the sight of the tiniest fairy they had ever seen. Alara had sparkling wings that shimmered in the sunlight, and her smile radiated warmth and kindness. "Who are you, little one?" asked Lily, her eyes wide with curiosity. "I am Alara, the fairy of the forest. And who might you be, little one?" replied the fairy, her voice as soft as a whisper. "I'm Lily, and these are my mama and papa," said Lily, pointing to her parents. "We lost our way in the jungle and stumbled upon your cottage. Can you help us find our way back home?" asked Lily's father, a hint of worry in his voice. Alara nodded sympathetically. "Fear not, for I shall guide you safely back home. But first, let us share a meal together," she said, her eyes twinkling mischievously. And so, Alara conjured up a feast fit for kings, with fruits, cakes, and pastries of every kind. Lily and her parents feasted to their heart's content, their worries momentarily forgotten in the warmth of Alara's hospitality. After the meal, Alara led Lily and her parents back to the edge of the jungle, where they bid her farewell with tears of gratitude in their eyes. As they made their way back home, Lily couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness at leaving behind her new friend. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, but Lily never forgot about Alara and the kindness she had shown them. She often found herself gazing wistfully at the edge of the jungle, wondering how her tiny fairy friend was faring. One day, as Lily was playing in the garden, she heard a faint tinkling sound coming from the bushes. Curious, she followed the sound until she stumbled upon a familiar sight. It was Alara, the tiny fairy, her wings fluttering with joy. "Lily, how wonderful to see you again, my dear friend," exclaimed Alara, her eyes sparkling with happiness. Lily's heart leaped with joy at the sight of her fairy friend. "Alara, I missed you so much. I'm so glad you're here," she cried, throwing her arms around the tiny fairy. From that day on, Lily and Alara became the best of friends, sharing many adventures together in the enchanted forest. And though Lily grew older and taller, her friendship with Alara remained as strong as ever, a reminder that true friendship knows no bounds and that kindness and compassion can light even the darkest of paths. If you like my video, please subscribe and hit the like button. Thanks you for watching. Always be happy.